welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading, so see what signs, symbols, messages, energies resonate for you in your particular situation, and hopefully help you get some clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes, in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself. A divine inner guidance, it's inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition, so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with one card, one message from the top to get the foundational energy. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Opening message and energy for the collective, please, and thank you. Wow, we have the Ace of Discs coming through. This is your golden ticket. This is beautiful. This could be a big purchase that you're making. Sometimes this is a brand new job. It's usually a very big opportunity. It's something that can create abundance in your future. It's that seed of pure potential, but you have to plant that seed, attend the garden, put more energy into something in your everyday world so that this can grow. Sometimes I see this as that packet of seeds. You know, if you just put them in the drawer, never put them in the garden, it's not going to grow. But it's also if you put them in the garden and you never go out to see if it's being watered, if you need to pull some weeds, if it's getting the proper sunlight, then it's also not going to grow properly or to its full potential. Upside down, I see this as you getting that golden ticket and kind of like putting it in the drawer. Or not believing that you have the energy, or I'm getting stamina to follow something through. But if this is an offer coming in your world, it's usually pretty divine, even if it's coming from a person. I still always feel like it's some kind of divine inspiration given to you somehow, some way, so that you can have something in your world where it can be bring stability in your life. This also looks like there's a lot of pine cone energy, pine cone and angel energy. These look like feathers to me. Those look like pine cones. So maybe this is also your pineal gland opening up, receiving. Usually that's more of a water energy, but I am getting psychic gifts coming through. There's so much harmony in this card. It looks very even and symmetrical. But it also looks very creative to me. The feathers make me think of freedom and flight. Flying towards or out of a situation. Feeling light as a feather. I mean, this could be something that requires a lot of work, a lot of dedication, some elbow grease. But I'm getting somewhere that it's still going to help lighten up the load. Maybe this is even somebody coming through to help you. So that's a really nice beginning. So let's go to something a little bit different. Let's do a spirit animal message. What is one spirit animal message to help the collective right now with this beautiful Ace of Discs? Number 1. I feel like for some of you, if you're in a contest or something like that, or if you're maybe up against a few other people for a position, I feel like you're the number 1 candidate, or you're like top of the list. I'm also seeing if some of you are hiring someone, or you have multiple options of people that can help you, or that could be environments as well. I feel like there is one in particular that shines a little different than the others, that feels a little different than the others. It's like the top of the pile, the top of your list, or it's the one that you keep coming back to. So if you are hiring someone, maybe it's not the one with the biggest education or the most experience, but there is something that you see about the potential or the energy in that person or that environment that's different. Let's get one spirit animal message of clarity. Sheep, innocence. Yeah, I kind of feel like there's one that's going to be almost like the black sheep, the one that's a little bit different, a different energy, a different color, a different expression, something where there's one that stands out amongst the crowd. But I don't really know what this message is. It says innocence. So maybe it's having a gentle approach or a gentle energy right now. Maybe somebody was afraid to go against the flow, or maybe in the past to stand out a little bit. You are encouraged to, hold on one sec. I had to pause you a moment. My sister wanted to know if I wanted anything from the store. Let's continue. I like to just continue these readings even when there's interruptions. I also feel like anything that happens in a reading is still sort of an energy connection. So maybe you're doing something, there's like interruptions or pauses you have to do, but it's just kind of jumping right back in. You are encouraged to reconnect with your inner child here. And it's this energy of being spontaneous, being playful, and being wide-eyed, having that sense of wonder that is going to not just heal you, but I feel like it's that maybe stepping through a doorway or taking an opportunity. Maybe it is something that you dreamt about as a child, or it's something that you get to do. I mean, if that's work here that you are putting energy into and effort into in your everyday world 3D environment, and it feels like fun, then it doesn't feel like work. So maybe you are really starting to follow your joy. It gives you a bigger sense of wonder. It's taking time this week to get in touch with your innocence and the vulnerability inside of you. I feel like this is a message that's coming through, giving you permission to play. So I get different energies from this one card. I feel like maybe also somebody wants you to go do something this week, or maybe coming up, maybe today, that maybe you have to adjust your schedule, or maybe it's sort of out of your norm to go out and do something. I'm kind of getting that it's not really, I don't know, or like it's some kind of activity, I'm gonna say for adults, but that feels kind of like being a child. I don't know why I just saw like an obstacle course or something like that. So maybe it's something physical, maybe it's some kind of sport. I just saw bowling. Maybe you're going bowling or something like that. Invited. I would say if you go out, you're going to have a good time. You might even have a good conversation that happens, or an offer that happens when you're out doing something totally different. I do feel like some of you are going to meet somebody in some kind of group activity. And if you are going with a group or a specific friend, I do feel like you're going to have a really good time. So let's go to the Creativity Oracle, get another message or two. What would be helpful for the collective, please? And thank you. Evolve. You are changing. You're growing. You're adapting. This is where you get creative ideas out of nowhere, out of the invisible. And I love this. I love this phrase. This is not the first time. This is a very big deck of cards here. And this is a message that has come through a couple times for you guys. Creative ideas evolve out of the invisible and profound nothingness of proverbial consciousness. It's those little sparks, those little light bulb moments that you have, or that little moment you have in a conversation that gives you that, ooh, that's a good idea. Or you should go, discover more about that, or learn more about that. Follow that curiosity. Sometimes this is little like bursts of divine inspiration, and sometimes this is where you are subconsciously recollecting something that you noticed anywhere in your life that was a good idea, and it's coming through, it's popping through the old brain file just at the right moment, because now is the time where you have the right energy. I'm getting the right drive, ambition, and stamina. I keep hearing stamina to really get something moving, to really get a project going, to even ground a relationship, because it has to do, like pentacles have to do with your everyday world. So if that's a relationship that was always sort of in the ether, in the energy, in the emotions, and never grounded, I do see something as becoming grounded. It's number 28, and it does look like the universe of possibility is opening up here. Let's get one more. Clarity on evolve, the sheep, and ace of discs, please. Precision. We have another visitor. I'll be right back. Ooh, there's a lot of activity today. All right, so let's go to this precision card. I like that this is sort of a multifaceted message. It is doing something with precision, paying attention to the details, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, getting all your ducks in a row, but it's also having to be flexible, not being too rigid with something, because sometimes things happen. You have to turn on a dime. You have to be flexible, especially when it involves outside energies, sources, people, and I'm going to say like weather. Maybe it's actual weather. Maybe you're doing something and you have to sort of adapt, like when the rain comes. I am seeing some kind of event or something where maybe you are hoping for sunshine, but maybe it's having some umbrellas or tents prepared. That was sort of a side message, but it's having that preparation so that you can be flexible if needed. The desire to do things precisely is useful as long as it does not devolve into rigidity. So let's get one more. One more from the same deck. Clarity on evolve. Precision. Number 69 and number 28. And nice, we have communication too. I do feel like you're going to have a conversation. Maybe you're analyzing how a conversation is going to go, and it doesn't go that way at all. You need to read the energy of another person, listen to maybe their reaction, feel their emotion. I'm getting really listen to somebody before maybe you react, so you can see the bigger picture. But communication is going to be key. Maybe it's also about these creative ideas you have, or what happens next to attend this garden. It's also communication with yourself. So maybe it is writing down something, and that helps you get organized. The clarity, interactivity, and timing of communications is critical. So do feel energy. Do recognize when the weather is not right, when somebody's emotions are not quite in the right place to have a certain conversation. Also when you're in the right space. If you're in a weird ass space with your energy and you have a lot that you're thinking about and a lot of a lot you want to say, but you're feeling a little disheveled or disorganized in how those words should come out, get yourself organized first. Change your energy first. I feel like that conversation will go very different if you maybe step away from a person or a situation for a little bit and come back when your energy is more grounded. It's number 31. There is somebody with a cane, so I feel like there is somebody around you with support. This is somebody who is grounded. I want to say really relaxed, sitting down. There's also a loyal energy here because of the dog. Maybe you meet somebody when you're walking your dog, or you connect because of your animals somehow. It does look like somebody has this little satchel. It kind of looks like one of those, like, you know, like, I don't know what they're called. It kind of looks like a fanny pack, but you wear it sort of cross over your body. Maybe somebody has a bag like that. It's almost like a messenger bag, but it looks like a saddle bag too. I don't know why that is like a symbol. Maybe that's what stands out, or that's what you recognize about someone, and maybe that's the person you're going to have a conversation with, or maybe somebody compliments your purse, something like that, your man bag. I do feel like somebody is bringing a letter or some news or some information, but you're going to get the clarity you want when it's the right energy. So let's go to this one. This is the Love Who You Are. Let's get one message from this deck, please and thank you. What is another message to be helpful for the collective right now? It looks like you've got a little birthday hat on. Yeah, you are going to do something with a group, or have fun and play like a kid, or have fun with another person. I feel like you are going to get pretty good communication somewhere. Even though maybe there was a weird conversation that happened in the past, I feel like that is going to be resolved. And I hear fixed, but I don't think it's a fixing kind of situation. I just feel like it's needing more clarity, or needing to see the other person's perspective. Look at this little bird with a party hat on. It says, wear your party hat. Maybe there is a birthday party or some kind of party. Maybe that's what I saw in this bag, or that was what the invitation is. Or you're sending out an invitation, maybe a whole group of people, maybe just one person. I'm also getting with this Ace of Pentacles that this is you celebrating this golden ticket sort of energy. Maybe this new job, a brand new house, a brand new car. I'm getting also like a sense of peace and relief after a conversation, maybe after some clarity. Wear your party hat. Maybe you connect to, I don't know what kind of bird this is, but I hear robin. So maybe it's about a robin. Maybe that's a name. Wear your party hat. That's number 15. So let's continue with one message from, this is the clarifying life situations. What is one message to bring a little more depth into the understanding of this energy right now for the collective? Please and thank you. Fully immersed. This is so beautiful. Maybe something was under the surface, an emotional situation. I do feel like you're going to pop out, like get a breath of fresh air. I just thought of that song, I think it's Télépopmusik, Breathe. Just breathe. It's like this is kind of cool. It's like you had a situation or something that you dove into almost unprepared. It looks like this beautiful woman is just underneath the water with a beautiful dress on. I'm getting a really weird message for some of you. If you do photography, I see underwater photography. I see like hair moving and beautiful body movements, almost like ballet. And I don't see like a bathing suit, I see clothes. So maybe that's something some of you are doing. That's a really cool project. But I am seeing that there's something where you didn't even want to put your bathing suit on. You just wanted to jump in with your clothes on. You're all in on something, or someone is all in with you. They're fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. It is possible this opportunity or this chance was there the whole time. You just weren't looking the right direction, or you weren't in the right energetic space or place to see it. I feel like you're gonna see it now. It's staying in the flow. That's that energy of, you can be precise, but also be flexible. Go with the flow of the energies as they come through. Do the best you can. Surrender to the rhythm of life. Remaining open. Is that the song? To the rhythm. I think it's called the Rhythm of Love. I can't get any of the words. To the rhythm of love. I think I have no idea who sings that, but I'll find it and I'll put it in the playlist for you guys. And it's remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. This garden has to grow natural. It's not forcing that seed out of the ground before it grows some nice deep roots. So I have a different tarot deck. It sort of is set up how I read cards. It's called the Tarot of Oppositions. So it does have the flip side of the energy. So let's look at what comes through and get a little more clarity on this Ace of Discs energy. Get a little more insight to be helpful for you guys. What would be helpful for the collective to know on the Ace of Discs? Going with the flow, evolving, precision, putting on your party hat, getting a message, having a conversation, door of opportunity, and long-term potential. Seven of Wands. So this is the energy of maybe others not quite understanding why you're doing something. This could be somebody else around you that is kind of always on the defense. Sometimes it's an energy of protection, but I feel like this is you seeing something in a spiritual, elevated perspective. It is where you have the higher ground here. And people come around, maybe see your point of view, see what you're doing, understand you when they are ready, when they are on that same level of understanding or the same vibrational frequency. So maybe it is when you have that communication. Where is it? I don't know where it went. Understanding when the right energy is there to have a conversation. If someone's like closed off like this, or they seem to be distracted, or they're always kind of, I heard biting, like biting back, or like snapping. That's not the right time or energy to maybe have a certain conversation, or maybe not the right person. Maybe it's having energy flow, communication, and that childlike energy with someone who's more playful, more open-minded, open-hearted even. So if this is coming through, it's to recognize both of these energies. Here, it always feels like, things are coming against you, like the world is against you. If there's a lot of stuff against you here, you need to change where your focus is, put your attention back into what you're doing, maybe even doing something independently for now. But you have to change your focus to where I'm getting just to see how maybe these energies might not be grooving with you anymore because your vibration has changed. I'm also getting that maybe somebody else always feels combative perhaps with you because maybe it's not you, but maybe something else going on in their life, like a little bit of drama and or stress or pressure that's happening somewhere else in their life. And sometimes the people who are closest to you are the ones where they get the brunt of it. And that's not okay, but maybe that's just giving you the spiritual perspective of why someone else might be like snapping a little bit. Here, it kind of looks like you're still like, I don't know, I just saw like, what are those noodles that you have in a pool? I kind of saw it as something fun, like the Nerf toys or whatever it is. Because it looks like this monk is getting stronger. And it looks like this monk is also strong enough to handle multiple energies. But I feel like this is somebody, I want to say training. I see a lot of martial arts in that. So maybe some of you are growing or getting stronger with something because of past battles or combative situations, rough situations that you went through. It could be you're just leaving that environment. But I do see, if you have to, you can handle yourself. But I see most of you as not having to be in the place where you have to keep doing that. I hope that made sense for some of you. Let's get a clarity card on that Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You got the Star. Woo! She's got some really nice boobs. Both of them do. I don't know if I still have to do this on YouTube or not. I kind of want to show you her boobs. But this beautiful star is bare and exposed and beautiful. So whatever you went through, it was to bring you the strength because you shine different. It could also be why others have maybe a lot of opinions towards you of what you're doing. You just shine different. It could also be you recognizing somebody else, like they're just a star, that muse energy in your world, inspiring you. But this is hope restored. This is also the energy of where you're watering your garden. It's letting something go, and it's a really natural energy. It's like you're watering this ground that had no growth at all. It is a new foundation, and you are pouring, not really water, you're pouring light into something. You are pouring some spiritual energy into a situation. This is where your hope is restored. And I like that this card shows how I see this upside down, because I see the star upside down is still beautiful. It's still a wish come true, a dream that can happen. It's just, sometimes it's a little bit farther away, but it's still there. You can still receive that divine guidance towards something. And on this side of this card, she is gathering what this energy was pouring. The spiritual light is now a stream, a river. And there's somebody like really going into that river of spiritual energy and lifting it up to put energy into you or that person to fill up your spiritual cup. So you have the energy and you're not running on empty to attend your beautiful garden. The star is bright and the night is clear here. And even here, although there's all this fog, you can still see the star. It's still going to peek itself through for you. So let's do one more tarot card to bridge the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Star. What is one more as the overall bridge and or extra message for the energy right now? Please and thank you. The Eight of Cups. So I feel like this is leaving behind maybe this past energy. The Eight of Cups is where you walk away, or somebody's walking away from a situation that just didn't feel like spiritual growth. like it was building anymore, like it was growing anymore. It's just sort of where you feel like the cups always have a hole. You try to fill it up and it keeps going away. So it usually is some kind of environment where you or someone else at one point did put love and attention and emotions into someone or something, or in an environment, a project, whatever it is. And at one point it was building, it did feel right, but if you are elevating and changing your spiritual frequency, having the higher perspective of how you see something now, then it could be an old partnership, friendship, relationship, environment, whatever it is, that just doesn't feel the same anymore. It doesn't feel like you, or that's how someone else is feeling. And it's getting your big girl and big boy pants on to recognize that and step on out of the comfort zone. It's going into where it's different. It might be unusual, maybe not so comfortable at first, but it's going to start to feel comfortable, because when you take that chance to walk somewhere else, to go somewhere else, to be with someone else where it's still new, it's gonna take you to that 9 of Cups, which is your divine wish come true. It's your genie in a bottle and your golden ticket. So, you know, in this here, this person is leaving this gate. All of these cups don't have any plants in them. There's not really anything growing. What are you heading towards? You are heading towards something that looks like a magical key, and there is somebody with that bag again. I feel like for some reason that bag is important. Even that person has that bag on. But the sun is out here, and even if there are obstacles, when you see a mountain, that's usually an symbolism for an obstacle. I feel like you have the strength to get over those obstacles now. But it is being flexible to navigate the storm. Here, this is where somebody maybe tried to go out, leave this environment, and they're coming back in this. I saw rain before. This person didn't have their raincoat, didn't have their umbrella. They're soaked, they're feeling heavy, and I feel like they're going back to that same environment that felt heavy. Instead of maybe making a little preparation or being flexible with what was going on out there. I think she sees a squirrel or a chippy. But it could also be that you or someone else ventures out to discover something about yourself, to find that key, that tool, change your energy, have some kind of journey or epiphany, or I feel like it's some kind of different experience than you would have had if you didn't leave that gate. So even if it is going back to the same environment, I feel like for some of you, it is possible that once you venture out, if you need to make a return, what's changed is you, or what's changed is this person. So maybe how you go about building something is different. How you relate to the dynamic of a certain partnership is just different. Because if you've discovered that key, that golden opportunity, that energy of a wish, then how you proceed in all of your environments and partnerships changes. Whether it's an old thing that's been in your life the whole time, or it's brand new circumstances and situations that enter in. The change always starts within you. And if that's somebody else changing, that comes with self-discovery, new experiences, and self-recognition, responsibility, and reflection. So let's get one more from the cosmic messages to clarify and sum up this reading. I hope this was helpful for you today. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to express my gratitude for all of the thumbs up and likes you put on my videos and for this channel and your beautiful comments. I feel like this channel has such a beautiful soul family. And I feel very blessed to connect to all of you. So let's get one more message for the collective to sum this reading up. Please and thank you. Stay present, because that's where life happens. Be on the step you're in now. Even, if it's about, I keep wanting to do this, even if it's about these beautiful dreams coming true. Every single page of the journey you're on, whether it's a beginning, a battle, go in with the flow, diving all in, you're always going to be evolving. So it's having recognition of the past, getting excited about the future, and feeling truly blessed and in the energy of gratitude to where you are right now. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. And I will see you very soon. Bye.